Brian Cox starts to scream when McGlinchey is right here. You and I were coaching. We had made the first bid to the state to postseason.
Mm-hmm.
So we're in. Now we were a low seed, so we had a very early game, and I'm in charge of all the scouting. So I've got all the advanced scouting. I've got all that kind of stuff. So we hear that their superstar, Kevin McGlinchey, flame-throwing right-hander.
He's upper 90s.
Upper 90s, played in the big leagues for a while,
Mm-hmm.
That kind of
Closer.
stuff. He is not pitching. He's going to the draft. And we were playing, I think it was Central Florida.
Can't remember.
I can't remember who we were playing, but we're like, okay, we're good. We're good. We're not going to say. So it's an early game, 10 o'clock. I mean, not 8:30 BP. It was terrible. And of course, against him, it's 1,000 degrees already. It's so daggone hot. And I'm down doing my pregame with our starting catcher, and there's nobody in the stands for this early game. And all I hear is, "Sa-pow, sa-pow," coming from the other side. And we get word he's pitching today. Oh, man, so we got to completely change the game plan. Now, that club was stacked. We were pretty good. Ryan Friel played in the big league 7 years, our leadoff guy. Trish Moore, right in there, played at the University of Miami. And then we also had, right in the middle of that lineup was Brian Cox, who played at FSU. All-American. First team All-American. And then went, pro after that. But there was an incident that happened during that game, which didn't break into a fight, but it was certainly funny. Not at the time, but it was funny. McGlinchey's team was not very good defensively. Those guys weren't particularly good.
Was that Coach's team over there in Jacksonville?
That was Coach's team.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it wasn't Coach's team. That was who we got the scouting report from. We got it from Blackie and those guys from Coach's team. But it was, anyway. So McGlinchey, I'm teeing this up for you. And McGlinchey's out there, and, we're not really hitting them on the barrel.
No.
And they're not making plays behind them either. And we're, third or fourth inning, and they make like the third error in a row. And McGlinchey, I think, what happened now? Ryan got on first, right?
I'm trying to remember this.
Ryan was on first. And then here's what I remember. Cox is coming up to hit. Brian Cox is coming up to hit. And we kind of got it. They're folding a little bit, right? They make the third error in a row. And McGlinchey is behind the mound. And we were doing your thing, and I'm working and stuff like that, and you hear him scream the F word, and slam the ball into his mitt and get back in the mound and go, "Get in there!"
Talking to
Brian Cox. And, Brian's a tough kid.
Oh, yeah.
But McGlinchey is
6'5", 6'6".
kind of monstrous.
Going on upper 90s.
And you know exactly what's coming. And we didn't earn anything. They were just terrible on that day. They were a good team. They played really poorly.
I think we won that game.
We won that game, right.
With McGlinchey on the hill in the first round pick.
Exactly. So the next pitch comes up at about 1,000 miles an hour. And Brian Cox starts to scream when McGlinchey is right here. It already hurts, and it's coming. And it just stopped. When it hit him, it went straight down. And he is doing the best he can. Tough kid, doing the best he can to stand up, and he keeps falling down. His legs stop working. And he starts hobbling over to you at third base.
Like I'm supposed to do what?
Right, but he's going to the wrong base. And you go, Brian, go to Leo. And I'm at first. Come to me, big guy. Come to me. I got you.
I do remember him hollering before the ball.
Screaming. And the ball wasn't even released yet. It was right.
Well, everybody knew what was going on.
You know what the funny part about that is? I got to get Brian on here to talk about it. He's in the Braves organization. Brian is in the Braves organization. This is years later, I was talking to Brian about this. And I was talking about that story, and he just let me go. He goes, I got a continuation to that. I'm in the Braves organization, and I'm in the locker room, and I'm hurt. He had an ankle or something like that. And I said, we just traded for somebody, and I'm hearing somebody talk about a postseason game where he smoked somebody in the ribs. He started to scream before he let the pitch out, and he goes, "Hey, that was me." They were on the same. They traded
for McGlinchey.
They were on the same thing. They ended up being good buddies.
I hope.
They ended up being good buddies about that. But yeah, that was me.
I want to see that in Intersquad.
Make sure you catch our full interview that we did. To make it easy for you to find, I put the link to it in the description below. Remember to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell to get more awesome content like this. We'll see you on the field.